Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are here with our top 8 here for week number 4 of the Nightmare series. I think this is week 4. I'll have to check the calendar, but I do believe we are in week 4, and we're just going to hop right into the action. This time we are getting started 6:30 sharp. Robitussin versus Shirai Ryu Payne FZ, and I am joined by Mr. Vort. How's it going, Mr. Vort?
It is going incredible, Dream. I hope you've had such as good as week as I have. My little man passed another year. So I'm really happy about everything, and I'm ready to go. I've been looking forward to this for days.
All right, let's go. And, of course, we've got Terminator making another appearance here from Shirai Ryu. He has definitely been a man of many characters as of late. We've seen his Kung Lao, his Cabal, all sorts of different ones, and his Terminator last week, I believe, earlier in pools as well as right now, has been making a bit of an appearance. Got a game on the board, I want to say, last week before he hit the bench, as Shirai Ryu is known to quickly swap off if it doesn't go his way. But we'll see if Terminator can bring one home here as well. There's the tackle to open things up. And add the stomp for the extra damage, 16% for that, and the scoop. Here we go.
Here we go. Going to push him back in the corner. There's a good, nice kick, but a great turnaround. Nice throw into the corner. Switch positions. Robitussin going to try to put on those plus frames right now.
It's huge. Okay.
Big crushing blow. Drop the follow-up, though.
Yeah, that breakaway was coming, so wasn't going to be able to get much out of it there. And he went for a sweep. I think that he might have got a misinput, but nonetheless, he will at least get Shirai Ryu off that breakaway. That defensive meter now gone for the T800.
Here we go, going right back. Everything's pretty equal at the moment. One touch could kill the player. A little hiccup there.
The teleport? Okay, and that's going to do it. Robitussin closes out that first round. I gotta say, Shirai Ryu had a big missed opportunity there. That blocked low fireball could have been a punish and just turned into more mobility there, which was not really working out. We've also seen a handful of times here, Robitussin able to successfully scout out that teleport, either hitting it before it even gets off the ground, and even when he's coming out of it as well.
Here we go. He's got him put in the corner. Got a few bicycle kicks in there, going for that crush, loading up that crush or blow. But now, situation switched. Which the mix going to come from? There's your low pokes. This is going to be big. Into the command grab, back in the corner. Nice
blows.
kick.
Terminator loading up his I'll be backbreaker crushing blow as well. I want to say we've seen forward, both amplified and regular, but will he get the chance? Not a lot of life left to work with here now for the T800. Needs just another quick hit. I don't think the KB's loaded. Oh, it is! I'm terrible at math. Fatal blows here. He whiffed!
He whiffed it. That was his win, Dream. That was it right there. Now, Robitussin's pushed him back in the corner. Tries the neutral jump. Doesn't work out. But that throw really came in clutch for him all match long. And Robitussin, with this very patient style of play, takes round 1.
That is a heartbreaker for sure. I want to say what ended up happening there is he was expecting breakaway. Robitussin had breakaway, so instead of going for a normal into the fatal blow, what he wanted to do was just get the armor-breaking frames on the screen as active as possible so there was no way that he could fall through it. I think what happened, though, because Robitussin didn't activate anything, it ended up throwing off the timing there, so unfortunately Shirai Ryu's fatal blow not finding the mark, and it is not going to get that hit. I want to say, though, if Robitussin had broken away, the way that he would have fallen from a breakaway, I believe he would have fallen into Shirai Ryu's armor break there. So I think it was just an unfortunate miscalculation there. He thought he had the read on the breakaway, and it didn't happen. But we are going to be moving to another character from Shirai Ryu. No surprises there. You know, if the character doesn't get the job done, they hit the bench, and a new character is on the scene. Yes, all the matches are streamed, Sad Boy.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You know, this more modern generation of Mortal Kombat, it really helps you to pick up characters that you think can cover the weaknesses of your other characters. And obviously right here, we went total different play styles. We went from the high mobility, quick hitting Wind God from the T8 to T800, and this is a completely different. Robitussin, though, being very patient, trying to keep the same level of play, keep him running the match at his pace. Let's see if he can keep it up, because this Wind God really likes pushing the pace of this game. Pushing him right back. Going for him, got him opened up. Nice breakaway, though. Didn't want to eat all that combo. Gets him with the low, starts to another combo. Loads up a couple of those amplified bicycle kicks for the crushing blow.
Yeah, that is going to be devastating here in these later rounds. Robitussin, I really think that access to that KB is one of the cooler things about Liu Kang. I really, really enjoy the way that the character can have like a route of I will sacrifice damage early on in the fight by going for the bicycle kick ender, which does do less damage. The amplify is not a lot of extra damage on it either when you spend the meter for it, but you get that big payoff in the later rounds, sometimes even to close out that first round with that 30% KB coming through. Now another bar being spent should be the final bar needed for Robitussin to have access to what is going to be huge unbreakable damage.
Yeah, that's right. And here we go. You try and push it in the corner right now. You got to watch out Fujin right here, just like I was talking about, but as a nice duck of that throw. That's one thing that Shirayu's been hit with a lot on both of these matches now, is Robitussin seems to be throwing at will. But here we go. Once again, Robitussin not backing down, not taking it from the Wind God, instead showing his true self, the very patient play, the very loading up everything, and just really plus frames on these attacks, keeping things very safe, and he wins another round. Here we go. Robitussin looking to take another round. This is his match point. Shiryu, let's see if he can dip into his great character knowledge he's got here and come up with either a game plan or a character that can really shut down Robitussin's patient play. So far, Robitussin's been very patient across the board with it, but if Shiryu's really got to disrupt that, and if he can, maybe he can get a chance to hit a reverse 3-0. Shiryu, not even thinking about it, he understands what's going on, and he instantly takes another character that likes playing at a different pace. He goes with Kung Lao. Now, Kung Lao, as most of you all know, if you've ever played Mortal Kombat, plays like a crackhead. So it's really hard to make him play your pace. So let's see what Robitussin can do with this. Here we go, waiting on the characters. He took Buzzsaw and Possessed Hat Dream.
Okay.
That's the combination of abilities we've seen a lot out of lately.
Yeah, and I want to say Shiryu, Kung Lao has been the anchor for him. When the going gets real tough, Kung Lao is the one that comes to get the job done here for him. So no surprises here to see Kung Lao at the end of the road here for Shiryu. But this is arguably his best character. So if he's going to turn it around, this is where it's going to start to happen. He's had a decent start here. That Buzzsaw keeping his approach safe as he looks to get the party started with a throw to push him past 50%.
There we go. Got him the Buzzsaw again. Got him in the corner. But here we go. Right back out to more of a zoning game. Buzzsaw hat paying dividends already. You never know when it's going to come. All right, nice throw. Nice turnaround of that. Get him right back into it. Here's another Buzzsaw hat for you. Here's another one waiting. Oh, and nice knockout. So patient to not activate it and let Kung Lao fall into it in that set. Let's go. Right back at it. Let's see. Uh-oh. Robitussin got him opened up. Going to load up some of those bicycle kicks. It's going to be really important. Nice wake-up attack, but right, you're still in the corner. Oh, there's a throw that we've been looking for. Switches positions. Let's see what kind of pressure he could put on now. There we go. Start taking those throws. Don't let them switch sides on you like that. Right back at him. There's that Buzzsaw. Don't know when it's going to activate. Throws him into the corner. Just playing footsie with each other. Oh, but Robitussin got a nice one right there. It's a command throw.
Oh, behind you. That's going to be a KB launcher. Beautiful pickup from Shiryu. He knew he was going to do that, and he's going to add another KB.
Break. 500% Dream.
That is huge. A big turnaround. The tables have turned. Corner positioning. Tries for the throw. Robitussin takes to the skies, but he'll fall with this. The fatal blow closes it out. And Shiryu gets one on the board with the Kung Lao pick. I was saying this is his deadliest character. What's going on, Ghost Story?
I'd agree 100%. Not only is it his deadliest character, but he can control more of the pace and not let Robitussin kind of control the pace of the match. Plus, a great thing he did is I don't think Robitussin got a throw off. If he did, it was just one. Instead of being thrown all over the screen, Shiryu woke up and said, no, not today. That's what I'm going to do to you. And it's really worked out for him. It paid dividends.
Yeah, Kung Lao is one of the stronger throw strike games, and Shiryu making expert use of it here.
Here we go. Let's see Robitussin. I don't expect to pick. He does know several other characters, but I think that his anchor for the last few seasons has been Liu Kang. So I don't expect any change coming up from him. Here we go. Going right back at it. No question about it. Going right back to Liu Kang. Let's see what we can get going on here. Here comes a stare down. Feels like we're in a UFC match all of a sudden. So he's still going with Kurosari Slam, Dragon Fire, and the low fireball. So absolutely no change whatsoever. Going with what brought him to the party, and I understand that 100%. All right, starts off, gets him with the Possessed Hat. Not a lot there, except for putting on pressure. Here, Buzzsaw Hat, though, opens up a throw. Knocks him across the screen, another Buzzsaw Hat. Robitussin tries to answer with some fireballs. He gets ducked under. Oh, nice tech throw right there by Robitussin. Oh, he drops out of the combo. Goes for the low. Gets blocked. Able to put on a Possessed Hat by himself that time. Go right back into a Buzzsaw. Playing footsie with each other. Trying to feel each other out. Waiting for one of them to make a big mistake. Going right across the screen there. Opens him up for a combo. Gets a couple bicycle kicks in there. Loads up that crushing blow. Kung Lao trying to get placement again. Oh, nice kick from the throw. Knock him out of that to a throw of your own. Robitussin's in some trouble. Possessed Hat comes flying out. Chip off a little bit of that damage. There's Possessed Hat. Gets a hit. It's not much left. Robitussin, if he's going to do anything, he needs to do it quick. Goes in, tries for safe. Doesn't work. Backs out and catches him with a fatal blow. He took that round right away from him.
Oh my goodness. Almost nothing left in the tank, but 8.5 health is all it needs when you've got a fatal blow. Hitting him for 420 as well. You know what that means. 42%.
There you go, buddy.
No other significance.
All right, playing a little footsie right now with the fireballs. There we go, catch him. Oh, nice teleport. Baited him into it. Tries to go with the combo, opens him up, ends a Possessed Hat. There's that Buzzsaw Hat trying to keep his ground again. Goes for the throw, gets thrown right back for his efforts. Could have been a much bigger punish there, Phildodream. He goes for the throw again, gets ducked.
Ooh, there's another one.
Playing the throw game. All right, here's that Buzzsaw Hat. Waiting, good job, good defense there. Not getting opened up by it. Robitussin trying to be patient.
Oh, dude.
Gets hit with the overhead. Right back at it. Oh, and that time, Shiryu said, no fatal blow for you. I've got this one. All right, going for the match point right here. Robitussin could win the whole thing if he could pull this one out. But he gets opened up and thrown into the corner. There's big damage coming. 360 right there, off the rip. Tries to push him back, gets hit with the Possessed Hat. Oh, nice overhead. Robitussin's got to get out of this. Defense seemed to have fallen apart there at the end. Comes right back. Possessed Hat going back out. Robitussin finally getting some answers here. Loading up that crushing blow. Goes for the throw, gets teched. Comes right back at him. Goes for a throw again. Nice throw game all of a sudden by Shiryu. And with the brutality, he's going to smash the noggin.
Bringing us to a game 5 here. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Shiryu and his Kung Lao. You know, we saw his Terminator and his Fujin. They just couldn't get the job done, but I think their performance is not an accurate depiction of what Shiryu brings to the table. His Kung Lao is a much better way to gauge the caliber of opponent you're up against, and Robitussin finding out very quickly that this is going to be a extremely tough match for him if he's going to take this one home. Now, Game 5 momentum on the side of Kung Lao. Robitussin, of course, still has some victories under his belt, and he's going to look to add another one. If he can take Shiryu out, he will be moving on to face off against Tweety. Unfortunately, Slick Beats had to DQ, so the winner here is going to face off against Tweety here in our winners finals.
All right, here we go. Didn't expect much of a change. He's looking over his variations, though. Trying to decide which one he wants to go with. He's got 39 seconds, no rush. Get a game plan in his head, so he's decide what he wants to do with it.
I like taking the time to think about what you're going to do, though, to be honest. You know, this is an important game right here. This is Game 5. So no reason to just rush headlong into it. Make sure you're confident in your picks and head into it with a proper game plan. So that's what Robitussin's going to hopefully do here as he prepares to get ready now for game number 5. Still up against this Kung Lao. He's going to be rocking the same variation as well, it looks like. So we'll see if Robitussin has come up with a plan in these last 2 games that he's had up against Shiryu's Kung Lao.
Yeah, I'm always for the players taking as much time, you know, use that 60-second clock. Sit there, think about what's going on, and form a game plan. Here we go, going right back at it. Get a lot of offense getting blocked right now. There's the fireball amplification. Jumps over the buzzsaw hat. Oh, nice poke. Tech throw. Here we go. Going right back at each other. Their defense is on spot for both of them right now. Buzzsaw hat at. Don't know where it's going to come, and that leads into a throw. Doesn't. Face-to-face fireball. Amplified it. Gets pushed back into the corner, though. There's a buzzsaw hat. Don't know which way it's going to go. Don't know if you're going to throw or try a combo, but he was very patient, guessed right, and the answer was carrying him right back across the screen. Not only does it get him out, he's able to get up that dragon fire, which will boost his damage output. There's fireball right there to the face. Nice jump, nice blocking, being very patient right now. Good job. They trade.
What
in
a
the air.
crazy match right now. Both health bars almost identical. We will see a fatal blow come online here from Robitussin first. But will he get a chance to put its power to use? The orbiting, or the buzzsaw hat keeps him safe on the approach. One more hit is all Shirai will need. Tries to chip out with the possessed hat. There's still a chance, still a glint of hope.
Oh.
Tries for the Chinese warrior. There is a gap, of course, in that string. And Shirai able to poke through it to take the round. The life bar is his set point now for Kung Lao.
And suddenly Shiryu is for the first time on match point. Here we go. Trading right back. Throw him across the screen. He's ducked out of the combo. Here it goes. Catches the last part of it, though.
Again?
Again. Gets opened up. This is going to be some big damage here, Dream.
All right.
Here we go. Should be about 3. There we go.
Dude,
340.
he's dead.
Yep,
Shirai
that's
is
it.
going to close it out. There's no meter to stop the onslaught. That looked like Robitussin was just challenging at the wrong moments there. Like you saw the 2-1-2 string where he throws the hat and it comes back. And there's a moment while the hat is behind you that you can't hit him out of it. But it looked like Robitussin just barely mistiming that. And, I mean, when you mistime it, Kung Lao just goes to town. And that's exactly what he did. So that will be Robitussin falling into the lower bracket. And Shirai Payne is going to take it 3-2.
Really good set. Going down to the game 5, which I expect nothing less from these two good players. Shiryu, though, changed the game plan, changed Robitussin's play style a little bit, or his pacing of the match, and was really able to play dividends with that Kung Lao pick. Well done.
So we are going to take a quick look at our bracket here as we get prepared for the next set of matches here. Now, unfortunately, Slick Beats had to DQ today, so he will not be playing. Tweety's going to automatically advance. And then to double down on the sadness, we also lost Frosty Llama. Had to also take care of some stuff today. So Frosty Llama will also not be here. But we're going to move on nonetheless in their stead and keep the show running. So we're going to look to get Xander versus Sad Boy Murda as our next match. And the winner here is going to just automatically advance past Slick Beats and go straight to the loser semifinals. So this is going to be a pretty big jump here for whoever can claim it. But we're going to go ahead and get our invites out for Xander and Sad Boy, and we'll be right back with that match.
Absolutely. Cannot wait. Yes, Sad Boy Murda, you're next, buddy.
So this is likely going to be a Scorpion mirror. Sad Boy is definitely one of the stronger Scorpion players out there as of late. You know, he's been really leaning into the aspect of Scorpion that allows him to control the pace. You know, his variation name is I Walk Back, and that is exactly what he does, is he hangs back, kind of sees what his opponent's going to do, and then reacts to it, which is, I think, a key strength to Scorpion. The character can, for the most part, stay in the driver's seat for as long as he wants. There are very few characters that can force or corral Scorpion into doing what they want him to do. So Scorpion's ability to dictate the pace is really powerful, especially in the hands of somebody that knows how to do that. And I think with AJ and Justin kind of moving around to some of the other ninjas, the spot for the Xbox Scorpion is kind of been opened up a little bit. I think AJ and Justin will always still kind of remain final bosses. We've seen them bust out their Scorpions here and there as well. But Sad Boy Murda definitely making a challenge for that title as well as of late. But Xander, another Scorpion player, he's been playing pretty strong as well. So, you know, he actually could turn it around. He was, unfortunately, actually, you know, he was in top 8 on winner's side, or he was going to fight for top 8 winner's side, but he unfortunately was not able to play that out all the way, so he had to DQ. So the fact that he's even on the lower bracket is a little bit of like a weird occurrence because he actually was doing so well and is not attributed to him losing, that's for sure. So we'll see if he can actually catch his first L here for real versus Sad Boy. But Xander has been on the up and up, also been performing well in the Xbox ladder. So let's see which Scorpion can take it in our mirror match here for game 2 of the night.
Absolutely, and especially mirror matches are a very weird occurrence. Just because you're a really good player does not mean you're a really good player against yourself. So it's be interesting to see how this one opens up. Both of them are going with the exact same variation. I mean, this is down to the mole on the backside type of same right here.
All right, here we go. Letting the lore rock. A little shit talk going before game 1 begins.
Here we go, saying one of them must be a sorcerer or something. I mean, he's not believing what he's seeing, but there we go. Nice overhead, that quick overhead that got buffed so much from the last time.
Oh, dude, I'm right there with you, last joke. I am not a fan of a mirror match either. And there are a handful of players that we have here that when they run into a mirror match, they have like a counter character for their own character. They don't want to run the mirror, so they run an alternate character for when they run into fellow players of that same character. So neither one of these budging on that, but we'll see what happens, right? Maybe if Sad Boy takes the lead, Xander might switch over to his anti-Scorpion and vice versa as well. It's really interesting to see how some players love mirror matches and other players despise them. I'm on the despise side.
Yeah, I would rather not do it myself, but nice overhead there again. I'm not quite sure they can keep getting mixed up, but right now it looks like Xander's bar is going down, so he's the one that's taking that punishment. He goes for the spear, doesn't work, he gets himself opened up. This should be it.
Yes, look at that damage. 45% from Scorpion. I believe he had to spend a lot of meter to do it, but this character has damage when you've got that burning spear buff up. And the thing is that wasn't off of a crushing blow, right? The crushing blow takes the fire away, so that was just 2 bars and huge numbers.
Huge numbers. Now he's really pushing on, trying to get in his face, but gets opened up himself. He drops out of it. Here comes Xander right back, trying to poke him out. Trying to feel each other out. Like you said, Sad Boy Murda, trying to walk back, get a little distance so he can pick his spots. Oh, there's that quick overhead again. Quick overhead gets blocked. He saw it coming. Tried one of his own, gets poked out of it.
They can't stop doing it. There's so many overheads coming out right here. Also, thank you so much for the follow, last joke. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series.
Oh,
Big
he
spear
dropped out.
with. He'll go for the full string there. Teleports out. You see Sad Boy looking to challenge, though. Now there is full defensive meter available from Sad Boy's side. He spends that first bar, though. Xander just outside of having a breakaway, but he does have his own fatal blow, so he should be able to confirm into a fatal blow kill here if he can just find the hit. Not going to happen with the stray spear. Sad Boy instead going to appear behind him, and the throw will take game 1.
You can really see Sad Boy just thinking and waiting for your opponent to make any mistake whatsoever so he can capitalize on it and push out some big damage. That and the overhead was the real story of this last match.
I really love the way that he does it. Like, I walk back, he's sitting back, he's hanging back, he's seeing what happens, and then as soon as you go to throw a spear or whatever it is, he's teleporting and he's behind you, which is exactly what happened. Xander tried to throw something out to kind of check Sad Boy, and Sad Boy was 100% ready. And just teleported it in, got the kill. He even teleported cancel it. Like, he wasn't 100% confident that he'd get the kill off of the opening. So he went for the cancel to stay safe, and then when he saw it was going to be, went for the kill. So very nicely done. Sad Boy takes game 1. We got game 2 getting started here, and no changes from either player. So Burning Spear, Hellfire, or Teleport Cancel going to continue to be the play.
Here we go, looking at each other again. Let's see if there's any different strategy coming into it. Nice kick, open them up immediately. This is going to be some nice damage. 271. Wasn't willing to spin spears to make it more. Opens them up again. Here comes the pressure. Looking back and forth with each other. Here's some pokes. There's that overhead. Really putting on the pressure. He's not walking back at all now, Dream. He's right in his face, saying, you don't have to make me change. Both of them went for the short hop. Oh, there's the perfect block into a combo. He's sitting there going, there's the throw. He has completely changed strategies of this round. He's right in his face, just saying, here, you're going to have to do something about this. Goes to the overhead, gets blocked. Oh, with the neutral jump, though, comes back down and takes the first match right there, first set.
Very solid play here from Sad Boy. definitely displaying some key patience here. Again, that patience strikes as Xander gets a little overzealous. Teleport on block is going to cost him 33% and a KB to get things started for another set of damage. There will be a breakaway, but that also means now Xander's going to lose access to his mobility tool, right? No more teleport cancels, and of course, no more breakaway.
There's that overhead. Got him trapped in the corner at the moment. There's a poke. Oh, didn't like where that went. Tried to fire back. Trying to work his way out. Nice short hop. Goes for the jump. No opening there. There's the lows. He's testing them, but there's no bait right now. Oh, goes for the teleport. Cancels out of it to not open himself up. Nice throw. Knock that life bar down a little bit.
All right.
Poking at each other. Sad Boy's looking.
Ooh, tried for the tick throw setup, but your opponent is airborne. Not going to work, and Sad Boy closes out the life bar here in game number 2. Similar story to what we saw with that first opening set. Is it going to happen again? Or is Xander going to be able to get the reverse 3-0 that we saw Shirai Ryu go for? I mean, could go either way still, but Xander definitely on the back foot.
Yeah, I'm not saying Xander needs to change a character. No, don't get me wrong. But he needs to kind of change maybe his gameplay approach right here.
Change his
strategy. Change his strategy. Look at what he's been doing wrong and see if he can't make some adjustment into not putting himself in those situations, or maybe an offensive adjustment into figuring out how to keep Sad Boy from taking advantage of all this. He did go through a few things. I don't think he changed though. I think he's going right back to the same. So he really needs to think about his gameplay strategy here in this upcoming match. If he's going to turn it around, he's got to do something different. Oh, he did change. Hellport cancels there, but now he's got the Air Sin Blade as well.
Ooh, okay. So he's not going for the Burning Spear. Although, I would say maybe he wasn't getting a lot of Burning Spear activations in general. So having access to a better air tool might help him. And which fucking one is which, dude? These skins, how are they even allowed to have this? They look almost identical. It's gray and slightly not as dark gray. What?
Well, there's that overhead again. Nice poke.
Sad Boy has the gold boots, though. It is a different skin, just the same color palette. So the gold boots for Sad Boy, for those that actually want to pay attention. I've given up, though.
There's that Sin Blade. Extending his combo. Got a good, nice 317 out of that. He's got to keep it up. There he goes. Nice post right back. Goes for the spear. Gets him opened up.
Just was it able to raw spear on block, and it worked.
Here he goes through the throw. It gets teched. Here comes the pokes. Guaranteed overhead coming. Goes for the low poke again. There he goes. Teleport cancels back. Oh, he catches him there with a throw. This won't kill, but it'll put him a lot closer to it. Oh, he goes for a roll and doesn't work. He gets thrown out for the first time. Xander is taking a match right here.
There we go, Xander on the board. I think that might be the first round. I want to say Sad Boy won the last 2. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
It's a little foggy, but Xander definitely showing some signs of life here. Oh, tries for the teleport. Sad Boy not going to get whiff punished on that one. I think that's what he was going for, too. It's like a trip guard on the jump, but didn't happen.
Good spear's activated. Oh, goes for the overhead. Knocks him down. It's really quick. It's a nice hit. There's not a lot of damage. Just sitting there looking at each other. So Xander's gets thrown.
Yo, thank you for the follow, Ghostapoli. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series. Sad Boy now pushes his opponent into Fatal Blow territory, and Xander just getting a little too impatient there. And the thing is that Sad Boy has the life lead, so to some extent, Xander has to be aggressive. He has to get in and get damage. If he lets Sad Boy sit there, the clock will defeat him. So, Xander does need to be aggressive, but Sad Boy is exploiting that right now. And Xander's going to have to dial that back just a little bit to find that sweet spot of where he can get in, get his damage, without being predictable and getting blown up for it.
There he goes. Nice throw, so maybe this is a beginning for him.
I mean, dude, this is going for another one. If Sad Boy's going to sit there and block all day, throwing will beat that. So Xander already making the shift here in Game 3, Round 3. Overhead will connect.
Goes for the overhead. Gets caught by a little combo there. Comes right back. Nice defense, but gets opened up there.
Oh, he waited for the breakaway. I think Sad Boy was waiting for a breakaway, so he didn't actually go for any kind of follow-up there, but Xander hangs onto his meter. He'll break out there instead. Point-blank spear. This is your chance, Xander. Get your damage. Forces the breakaway, but now if he gets another hit, which he won't, he could have maybe turned that into a Fatal Blow turnaround. So Xander still on the hunt, but he will fall Nicely done. That is going to be Sad Boy taking the 3-0, though.
Absolutely. Really patient Scorpion gameplay there. Like a counter puncher in a boxing match, waiting for you to mess up to open you up. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that is almost exactly what he does. He's very keen to just kind of see what you're doing and then respond accordingly. And that's exactly what Sad Boy did. So Sad Boy is going to advance through. He will move on to losers quarterfinals, where Slick Beats should have played him, but Slick Beats is not here. So he will instead move on to losers semifinals. And we also need to, now that I can see where we're at, need to add another name, as we have Robitussin, who is going to be playing against Kusanagi. So we can make that match happen. We've got Robitussin and Kusanagi here. So Robitussin versus Kusanagi, and the winner of that will fight Sad Boy Murda. But of course, before we do that one, we got to get Tweety to fight Shirai Ryu as well. So the order is Robitussin versus Kusanagi, and then Tweety and Shirai Ryu coming up next. So we'll get some invites out here for Robitussin and Kusanagi and have that match underway in just a moment.
Absolutely. Looking forward to these matches coming up. This Robitussin Kusanagi be a really nice match. Looking forward to that. Tweety and Shirai Ryu is going to be an incredible match. Can't wait to see that one. Shirai Ryu has really put on a clinic, but I tell you, if I was him, I wouldn't wait until the end of the game versus Tweety. Pull out my best character. Tweety is an absolute monster when it comes to this game. Make sure you bring your best.
Yeah, I would have to concur on that one. You know, the usual approach of Shirai Ryu kind of feeling things out. I think against Tweety, you might want to bring your biggest and best cannons to muster right from the get-go to make sure that you are bringing every bit of firepower you have, because Tweety is going to be a tough foe to take down, and every little bit of advantage you can get, you're going to need. I mean, Tweety is, of course, coming off of a extremely big victory, winning the Xbox Ladder Series. I want to say first place was like $1,000, so big props to Tweety coming over to the Xbox side and taking home a huge victory. That was quite a bit of cash going his way for coming and hanging out on the Xbox side.
Absolutely. Congrats to big man Tweety. He deserved every bit of it. He is really the real deal when it comes to playing this game. So when you go against him, make sure you bring your very best. Absolutely don't hold back.
So we have our invites out as well. So just waiting on Robitussin and Kusanagi to join us now. And then I also probably can, now that we're looking at the bracket a little bit more, go ahead and put the proper name for Sad Boy, since he will be moving on. And then we'll just wait to fill it out with Robitussin or Kusanagi. So just waiting on Kusanagi to join us. I see him in the chat though, so he is for sure here. I'll get him another invite just in case.
Absolutely. You get these two high skilled players inside the ground all of a sudden. Let's get it on. Dream, I'll be right back. Give me just a second, sir.
Oh, no problem. Take your time. Alright, looks like they're here. So I'm going to type some names here real quick. Make sure we know how to identify our players. And we are going to be hopping into our next set of the evening, Robitussin versus Kusanagi. So this one, I think we're going to continue to expect Liu Kang from Robitussin. And then from Kusanagi, I genuinely enjoy his D'Vorah. That being said, and I don't blame him, D'Vorah is not really great, so he hasn't been playing much D'Vorah. I still think D'Vorah is viable, but if you're trying to win, there are other characters that make that approach easier, right? That path to victory is not quite as difficult as it may be for D'Vorah. So as of late, Kusanagi has been kind of working around with some other characters, and Jackie Briggs has been the one that's caught his eye. And if you're looking for a character that has clearly got the results to back it, as well as a whole cadre of non-Jackie players that are all of a sudden Jackie players because of how fucking crazy good this character is, I think migrating over to Jackie is not a bad decision at all if your goal is to win, and that's what Kusanagi is doing here. So we'll see if Robitussin is going to be ready for it. I think, though, that one thing that you do end up having happen in this is Robitussin is going to be playing from a place of, like, passion and heart. This is the character that, well, never mind, he's playing Noob Saibot, so never mind, it's all gone. But I think for Jackie players, you lose that I love this character, identify with this character aspect, and you truly are, for a lot of them, just playing the tier list. And there's a little bit of soul missing from that, and that can cost you. Like, some of those players that play with their heart can just find those moments that I think Jackie players might not be always able to do. Now, that's not to say there are some really good Jackie players out there. Jukes and Hijinks, it feels like those players are genuinely dedicated to the characters fully, and it's not necessarily all about the tier list, but there are many Jackie players that's not the case. False frames?
Take it from an old man like me who's been around for a lot of these games. Well, as a matter of fact, I've been around for all of these games. There will always be people who, in their mindset, take the best character that gives them the best chance at winning. So all they do is play the tiers. And you can't really blame them, right?
Nope,
I mean, if you're playing for money, absolutely, whatever best tool gets brought to the table. But
exactly.
I do understand exactly where you're coming from. It does get tiresome after a while, especially when you've seen your 8,972nd Jackie player on the board. Right now, Jackie's pushing Robitussin into the corner. He's on fire as well. Switch sides. Got to be patient here.
That was a good challenge, but not able to go any further with it. So one thing that I think Noob Saibot can do is he can do reversal up shadow whenever he blocks a leap move, and it will at minimum trade, if not outright beat any follow-up from her. Now, that's a lot easier to say on paper than it is to execute. But Noob Saibot does have, because he's got a dedicated anti-air move, a way of somewhat trying to deal with a character that is spending a lot of her time airborne, or is at least such a huge threat while she is airborne. We'll see if that ends up coming to play here, because I think with Robitussin, obviously we know him as a Liu Kang player, so he might not be as fully versed in the Noob Saibot nuance and the little minutia of how this character interacts in specific moments that would be needed to know about that. So I maybe just gave him an extra piece of the puzzle, but knowing is only half the battle. You got to be able to execute it too.
Yes, that's the other half. Okay,
here comes Liu Kang. No more Noob Saibot. So it's gone. He's going to the bench. It's time to bring out the big guns.
I do agree with you. I do think, I'm nowhere near as professional as you are in my play style. I do think, though, Noob brings some tools to the table to help deal with the jackiness. Is it an answer all the time? No, absolutely not. But you do have the tools to help combat it. But with that being said, he's going back to the one that brought him here, right? I mean, Liu Kang. That's what he's known for. Now, the thing of it is these two contrasting fight styles. Robitussin's Liu Kang is very patient, very steady, whereas Jackie Briggs, just being Jackie Briggs, is kind of the opposite of everything I just said about Liu Kang. So let's see which one of them can work it out here. Right now, Robitussin's on top. He's making her play his game. And when you play Robitussin's game, you're going to get beat. He's got her in the corner. Goes for the throw. Nice tech there, though. Backing off. Goes for the jump. Tried to challenge, but didn't work out. Misses the throw, and then he comes to another combo. He was out of bar. Couldn't extend it.
Uh-oh.
Goes for the fireball. This will be some big damage, but he's got the health to give right now. Oh, goes right back. This should be it. And Robitussin puts himself on the board.
What is that uh-oh sound from in video games? Is that from just like the sound of like a little kid saying, uh-oh? What is that from?
I have no idea.
I feel like it's from some super old game. What is that? Is it called Centipede? I might be making it up.
There is a Centipede, but I don't remember. I used to play Centipede in the arcade, but I don't remember that noise.
I might be making it up.
Yeah, I played Centipede a lot as like a 9-year-old, so, but I don't remember it. But then again, it's been a long time since I've been 9 years old. Here we go right back. Robitussin still keeping the offense going here. Throws her. One little tick left. He's got to watch out. She's in fatal blow territory, but he's got the health to spin right now. There he goes. Nice defense. Keeping things safe. Waits for her to make a mistake and pops her in the face for it. There you go. Robitussin putting himself on the board as 1-1. This is exactly what we were talking about earlier, too, is although Noob's got some really good tools, if you're playing 90% of your games as one character, make sure when you're inside of a top 8 that you're trying out your character and going back out on what brought you here.
Mm-hmm.
All that being said about the Noob having tools, but Robitussin is just more naturally, it seems, inclined with this Liu Kang pick, and he knows the matchup a lot better when playing with this character, and it shows. Kusanagi going right back to Jackie. As you were saying earlier, he knows other characters, but I do agree with what you said. All characters are viable, but some characters are a lot more viable than others. And I think he's picked the top of the viability list, in my personal opinion.
All right, game number 3. Some momentum starting to form on the side of Robitussin.
All right, here we go. Jackie's making a big push all of a sudden, pushing her across, trying to change up the pace of this match. Get herself back on the winning board side.
Yo, thank you so much for the follow, Fishy. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series here.
And just like that, all that health is gone.
Yeah, of course, Robitussin running out of resources here in round 1. Fatal blow now on the table, though. So if he gets the right set of sequences here, a turnaround could be in the cards. Gets the flawless block on the jump in there, but Jackie able to still keep going. And I like the idea from both players, right? Kusanagi throws down the plasma to try to burn him out. Robitussin smartly goes for an advancing string to move him off the fire. Unfortunately, wasn't able to fully do much after that, but both players very aware of where things are at and trying to maneuver to put themselves in a good position.
Jackie doing Jackie things. Well, here comes Robitussin, gives her a couple pokes, tries to challenge and get shut down for it. He's now on fire and back in the corner. Here he comes, fighting his way out, trying to find an opening. Nice throw. Make him think about the throw. He's going to sit there and block all the time. You're going to have to answer for it.
No, what?
Why did that not hit?
Why did that not hit? In what universe? Why is Jackie a fucking stick figure? I do not understand. He did everything that you're supposed to. That should have worked. That was wild.
Here she comes right back. Nice breakaway. He's going to have to put on some pressure here. Try to find a place on the opening. There he goes. First opening right there. Loads up another crushing blow. All that amplification he had to do. He's stuck in the corner, though. Another stray hit's going to do it. And there it is. The kick to the groin area puts Liu Kang down, plus the fire brutality. Just like that, Kusanagi's up 2-1.
Very nicely done here by Kusanagi. Robitussin, he had an answer in that first game. Needs to kind of look back to that and see if he can repeat it. Or in that second game, I should say, as we are now putting Kusanagi 1 game away from sending Robitussin home. Now, of course, not home empty-handed. This is top 8, so they're going to be earning points for the finale still, but it's getting dire.
It is getting dire. We're going to that go-home stage. God bless you. Here we go right back at it. I don't expect Robitussin to pick anybody but Liu, and there he goes right back. Now, he's got some time here. He's got 56 seconds. He can kind of think about a game plan that he's going to go through and decide which one of these variations is the ones that he needs to pick. Robitussin's picked now. Kusanagi's picked. Here we go, right back at it.
Also got Mariv G coming through with the follow as well. Glad you're having some fun here, checking out the Nightmare series as we throw down game number 4 between Robitussin and Kusanagi. About to get underway. Of course, Jackie tearing through this bracket. Can she continue the carnage, or is Liu Kang going to put an end? I think Kusanagi is the only Jackie we got here as well. No hijinks.
Here we go, going right back at it. There's Jackie doing Jackie things. Keep your defense up, or she's going to punish you for it. He goes on fire, tries to fight back, but Jackie gets another opening. Not a big combo. Goes across the screen, gets opened up again. Here we go. Finally gets enough meter to drop out. Goes for it. Into the throw.
Empty short hops into lows, being very tricky right now. Robitussin does a good job of blocking it, but then I don't know if that dragon kick was intentional. I don't know if he thought he could maybe get the combo or if he just wanted to get in, but he closed that gap and just put himself right into the waiting onslaught of Kusanagi. So set point now available for Jacqueline Briggs. Is she going to be able to finish? Leaps out, no meter left. A fireball punish, but he will get a bicycle kick afterward. 2 bars spent. So that KB starting to get ready. I think 1 more bar does need to be spent. I don't believe he was able to spend any in that first round. Puff frames.
Right back. Going back in the corner, trying to lock him down. This is exactly where you want to be. There you go. She fires him up.
She's such a fucking ball hog, dude. It's so crazy trying to take your turn back from this character. You have
It
like
is.
these tiny little windows, and if you hesitate, if you mistime it at all, a 9-frame mid is closing that gap, and it's like, it's so crazy. It is her turn constantly. That is going to be the KB loaded up here, though, for Robitussin. This is not over yet. Fatal Blow also on deck here for the Shaolin. If he can find the opening, that's it!
There it is! There it is!
Good, beautiful block on that short hop. Jackie's short hop is so fucking fast, too. One of the characters gifted a 9-frame single-digit one. But quick response there from Robitussin is going to get the kill, and that extra health reduction that Jackie suffers from also going to make sure that kill is enough. So Robitussin stays alive. Final round, Fatal Blow spent in the process, but a round is a round.
Absolutely. Robitussin firing back right now. There we go.
Another one? Okay. Maybe one of the knockdown. That guarantees that KB is queued up, though, here. So the next bicycle kick is going to be another big set of damage here for Robitussin.
And actually, if I had any tools left right now, this is where I'm going to use them. Jackie fires right back, though. Going to put about 4 on the board.
Oh my
and
God.
you're on fire. Into
This
the
is
throw.
so insane.
Look at all that damage. Instantly going across. Uppercut and misses. Here we go. Firing her right back. Still on fire. Just all you got to do is find one opening. I think.
When do you get to play?
Oh, and then right back again.
When do you get to play?
And just like that, Robitussin's knocked out, but he had a really good showing this week.
I don't understand. I feel like the argument on paper for Jackie is like, but she doesn't have a fireball. And then it's just like, who fucking cares? Do you see all this other shit that she has?
She
9
is the
frame
fireball.
mids. She's -4 at worst. She's -4 at worst on her fucking staggers. And all of her damage is unclashable till it's in the mid-30s. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It is absolutely a lot, but it's one of those things you gotta come prepared for.
Mm-hmm. We all know about it.
We all know about it. Everybody knows. All you can do is do your best, and you know you're not going to get beat down by some of these poor Jackies. You know what I'm saying? They play different, but if you get a hold of someone on here that knows how to play Jackie in a well-balanced way, you're in trouble. You got to be on your A game, or you can't make mistakes. Once you start making mistakes, she's hitting you with 400% damage.
All right, so that is going to bring us now to our final 4. Sure, Payne and Tweety still alive on the winner side of things, and we're going to
Absolutely last joke. I agree.
We're going to go ahead and check in on them, see how they're doing. So next up is going to be Shirai Payne FC versus Tweety. We're going to go ahead and get some invites out for that, and that should be with us here in a moment. And that is, like I said, going to be our winners finals match here. Tweety, of course, a big favorite to win this, and coming off of a huge victory in the form of the Xbox ladder. So we'll see if perhaps he's had too much winning for today. Maybe he's out of steam. Or is he going to add another victory to the list here today and make today a great day to be Tweety?
Oh, Kusanagi, I'm not telling you that you shouldn't play her. On the reverse of that, I am telling you you should play her. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think ultimately, at least in competition, I think there's a... there's a point where maybe if you're hanging out with the homies playing just for funsies, that picking Jackie every time might rustle some feathers. For people that are your friends and you don't, like, it's not important that you always beat them. But tournament, Jackie all fucking day. Jackie all fucking day. Ladder,
Absolutely.
Jackie all fucking day. It's competition.
If I was good at Jackie, I would 100% play her all the time inside of a tournament.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no doubt about it. You bring the best tools to win you inside of a tournament.
We are here to win. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah, absolutely. Screw your feelings. That's the way it works. And it's up to everybody else. They can play her too.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, that's the other thing. The character select screen is available to everyone.
Everyone.
There's not some weird, Kusanagi is the only one that has Jackie, so of course he's going to win. No, I can pick Jackie. I can play her that way. I can learn the execution. I can do it too. So when it comes to competition, I think everybody is totally in the clear to do whatever it takes to win within the realm of the game. Obviously, there are things that you can do to quote-unquote win, like cheating or getting somebody else to play for you, etc. There are ways you can be a shithead, but within the game, 100% play to win. We are here for W's.
Absolutely. But with that being said, you can't expect us to be quiet about it when we see it. No matter who it is. It's not you, my friend.
Oh no! I mean, I'm
absolutely.
not gonna. I'm not gonna call anybody out for. I'm gonna call it like it is. Like, hey man, you're playing the character to win. But I don't fault Kusanagi at all. Kusanagi.
Oh, I don't either.
Great
I'm
job.
just saying, calling out what Jackie is.
Oh yeah, calling out what Jackie is. Yes, calling out what Jackie is definitely because Jackie
but not
is
for you to play in
tier.
her. No, absolutely. You play the best dang thing you can to win.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go, Shiryu and Cole Young Fan, who we all know is Tweety.
It's
going at it right now.
It's up to NRS to make the changes. That's what'll have to happen. And so far, NRS has honestly been uninterested in changing Jackie and Cetrion. It feels like they have been at the top of the list for a while. We did recently see some adjustments to Cetrion, so there's maybe a possibility that Jackie is going to get an adjustment or a nerf. But I don't know. If I was NRS, my problem with Jackie wouldn't even be that upgraded's good. It's that all of the other cool stuff that they gave Jackie doesn't get enough use. Like,
yeah, it's no good in comparison.
Yeah, exactly. It's good, but it's not good in comparison. Like the last time we saw somebody using lethal clinch is just so far into the past that like it's not a real thing. And it also goes, there's that other side of it where it is, you know, much like Kusanagi, players that aren't interested in playing Jackie are all of a sudden playing Jackie because she's that damn good. Players that are not your traditional, I'm interested in this play, but they see the tools, and that's all that it is to them. So here's hoping they can maybe make some adjustments. But for now, we got a different set of characters on our screen. We've got Gearus from Tweety and Cabal, and I think Gearus in particular is one of the really well-designed characters. He's really strong, but he's not strong in just one form. My favorite example is Gearus from Tweety, and then Gearus from Gur are two completely different beasts, and are two extremely viable in tournament and across the board options. Beautiful mix up there from Tweety, gonna use the low interactable instead of the overhead. Shiryu just not prepared, and the body splash is gonna catch his opponent as well. No defensive meter to stop this. Clean pickup. Tweety is playing on fire here. Definitely feeling the momentum from the Xbox win.
Absolutely. Now we also got Gas Blast on the other side from Shiryu. If you saw, he took that first round. It's really hard sometimes to, there it is. It's such a combo extender. It's such a way to open people up. It's a very Jackie-esque, if we will, form of this character. And people have really picked up on it. But Tweety has seen this. Tweety has played the best with this right here, and he is ready to go. I watched Tweety just recently play against Diddle in the first of 10 match with his Gearus. So he knows these matchups. He knows how it's supposed to work. And he can make the adjustments needed to make it happen. So here we go, right back at him. Nice side try. Gas Blast gets him over into the uppercut. Instantly armor breaks. Tweety's very patient about it. He thought it was coming. Just wait for him to come back down. Oh, but right there's the crushing blow.
This is huge here, and there's no breakaway to stop this. So Shiryu cranking it out to 45 on that one. Beautiful duck on the throw as well. Tweety is getting red right now.
Yeah, his throws are getting red, and yep, every single one of them's being opened up for some big damage in reverse. Of course, Tweety's not out of it till that bar is all the way gone. Here he comes right back. Be a good combo.
Yeah, very true. Tweety might be one of the most prime examples of that, of not dead until he's dead. You got to check for a pulse, otherwise it could be very, very sketchy to try to get too confident here, right? I mean, he is a confirm into Fatal Blow away. That could have been it, but he missed it. Just a little bit more.
But a sand trap. Caught him with this one. Is this the
now he can't
blow?
jump around anymore. Oh no! He's not
They
dead
got
though.
him.
He's not dead though.
Goes to throw. This next touch from either one of them is going to be it.
Yo!
Oh, and didn't have enough bar left.
I think he just got hit. If he had the defensive meter to block it, he could have afforded to chip that one. But if he blocked that, then it was going to be Shiryu nomad dashing for the kill afterward. Because nomad dash, he wouldn't have had the chip for that. That's at least what I think was happening. But I think Tweety just, honestly, Tweety was probably trying to navigate and move away from it because he wanted to keep that defensive meter. He knew blocking that would put him into a really tough situation where a nomad dash is going to be real hard to avoid. But unfortunately not able to find the spot on the screen he needs to be at, so it will instead be Shiryu taking that first game. We were talking about Tweety's a scary opponent, bring your A game. Shiryu went with not his main character and still able to put one on the board.
Absolutely. He put it on the board right there. Of course, then again, if you watch Tweety for any length of time, you know he often drops these first matches and comes back really strong. He is definitely the definition of I've downloaded you type player. Let's see if Tweety can do that today with Shiryu, though. And right back. No big surprise, going with exactly the same variation. Going into it.
I think the only way that the community fixes the game is if they introduce their own soft bans of like, if you play upgraded Jackie, you have to have only 2 abilities equipped, and if you play Cetrion, you can only have like. And I don't want the community to take that or it into their own hands. So hopefully it doesn't come to something like that, because personally, I'm just gonna go play MKX or Injustice if they don't decide to not go all the way and finish up the balance on this. There's still a lot of work to be done. Look at all this work that he's putting in, though.
Look at what Tweety is doing on this screen. Talking about downloaded. Every situation where he tried to throw out something, Tweety had an answer. Fired right back for big damage. Let's see if he can keep it up on this next round. Look at him just right there. Instantly went to a knee. It opened him up. Threw him for the throw. There he goes. Right back at it again. Right now, you're being read, my friend. Let's see where it's going to go. Into the time stop. Big uppercuts. Getting big damage here. 379. We're not done yet. We got a chop left. 400%.
Oh,
into the body slash.
He's dead.
Right
The KB out of the corner will do it.
And Tweety comes out saying, yeah, I've been here. I know this. Eat that one. You're going to have to change up because I've understood your game plan, and I've got an answer now. The Sandman, walking into a cloud of his own doing.
So Tweety now on the board, looking real solid. Now, typically we see from Shirarayu that if he loses, he switches. Are we going to see a switch now? He's already proved Cabal can do it. I think Cabal also does a good job of staying off the ground with those air buzzsaws, which will keep him away from the quicksands, which is one of the key Gearus tools. Also, before we hop into this, I want to give a quick thanks to Pyromanancer and Evo100 for the follows as well. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here as Tweety looks to add another victory to his long list of them. And you know what? I forgot. We are in Winners Finals, so let's have it signified with the top. Let them know where we're at here in our bracket. 4 competitors left. We're still going to have 4 after this, but we will have only 1 player on the winner's side sitting in Winner's Side Grand Finals will be the victor of whoever takes this one.
Absolutely. These 2 players are going for that spot right now. Really throwing down. Shirarayu turning to his Terminator. Again, another character that Tweety has a lot of experience facing. Goes right back into the chop. Catches him with the run in. There he goes. Nice tech throw by Shirarayu. Tweety goes in for the pokes. Shirarayu comes right back. There's another one. Safe pokes.
Yo,
finally
he
gets
just
opened
got
up.
the throw. That is like the 3rd time in this set, I want to say, that Shirarayu has done a really good job of calling out Tweety's throw attempts. And when you're talking about a character like Gearus, those throw attempts are very valuable. They're going to come up often. He's got such a great throw strike game. Both of his throws leave you point blank to go for it again. So if Shirarayu can sort of cause Tweety to question his throw game, that could give him the extra room he needs to navigate this. Look at this damage that Tweety's churning out, though. 358.
Got you in the corner. There's a low.
Woo! There's the round for Tweety now. Has the corner positioning he wants as well. Although, you know, Terminator, that I'll be backbreaker is a decent tool that he can use to switch it up. And he'll just jump out of the corner to switch it up. Tweety gonna maybe get the switch here, though. He's got side switch moves of his own.
All right, goes for the body splash. Doesn't hit. Got some weird timing. Shirarayu comes back with a running man. Gets a little damage there. Tries to push Tweety in the corner. I don't think Tweety really cares if he's in the corner, though. Here he goes right back. Body splash. Switch sides. Let's see if he can keep up the pressure. Into the running man again. Amplified it for a little extra damage. It's 160. Goes for the jump. Catches him with the overhead. Into the backbreaker. Catches him again. Right back at him.
Oh, he knew he was going to stop with the run, but I don't think he knew he was going to roll. Like, he wanted the run to scare him, but he wasn't aware that he was going to roll underneath there. Nice call out, though. That did force some defensive meter off of Tweety, and gets the round here for Shirarayu. So definitely starting to make some things happen here with this Terminator pick. And beautiful anti-air. The tackle already. Yeah, J-Music, Tweety is trying to double down. He won the Xbox event, and now he's looking to win the Nightmare series as well. So this is indeed live. And if me talking to you doesn't convince you, you're on your own.
Absolutely. Oh, what a nut smash. You know that's got to hurt. Gets with a wake-up attack into a combo, though. Coming right back at him. Oh, into the fatal blow. He's going to put some big damage on this one. He's got some life to make up for, so he's going to put it all right here. We're going to hit about 470. There we go. 470 on the board. Shotgun blast to do a little point.
Why did he stop?
He armored through it.
Oh! One more!
Just like that. One hit
The chip
left.
out!
Goes for the roll. Oh, into the nut shot again. There we go. Shiryu keeping on the board, keeping his lead. Now it's 2-1.
He is not making this easy for Tweety. Look, it is no secret that looking at this bracket, Tweety is the favorite. Tweety is coming off of a victory in the Xbox Ladder event that included some real strong killers in it as well that we unfortunately did not see here, but that bracket was stacked. So for Shiryu to really be putting a challenge to Tweety is definitely showing that this is not going to be easy. Despite the fact that Tweety is coming off of a big victory, he's going to need to put the work in. So we'll see what's going to happen here as we are now moving to a potential final game if this Terminator can bring another one home. And I think one thing to also note is that when you're up against a player of Tweety's caliber, if you bring a character like Terminator, like Sub-Zero, there is a certain aspect of that that kind of goes to say, like, look, I don't care how good you are, you can only guess so hard. This character is a character that will force your defense to be tested, and ultimately, even the best will guess wrong.
Yeah, when you're going to get those type of characters, part of your game plan is you know you're going to take it, right? Going into that, you know you're going to get those hits done to you. You know that it's going to happen. It's about composure of the other percentage of the match, which really is going to end up mattering. Opens him up right there. Gets a nice sand trap. Falls back. Give him some space. Goes down sand trap. If he misses one more, the next one could be a crushing blow.
I like the adjustment. I like the adjustment from Tweety. We've seen a lot of those running man stance canceled there from Shiryu. So Tweety now getting aggressive with it.
Just jumping over, and that's going to be a crushing blow.
Those metal legs, are they still going to function? They look fine, to be honest. He's up and running.
Got him. Oh, that, and just like that, Tweety takes it. Download it again, sir. He said, let's go. I'm ready for this. Nice game plan. Nice change of strategy by Tweety. Gets him right there with the body splash. Open him up for a big combo into the sand trap.
Nicely done. 308. Gonna roll away from Tweety's offense here. Oh, there's a throw. Now, it's just a normal throw, but he will get the side switch here, which is going to give him some corner positioning. And I think that's been kind of, Shiryu's plan is he really wants to get his corner game going. Terminator's corner game is one of the more deadly ones, but Tweety has done a great job of avoiding that situation here.
Yeah, the thing of it is Tweety knows that's his game. He knows that's how Terminator plays.
I think he might be dead. He's got the corner KB. Oh, yeah. He's going to kill him.
He's dead, just like that. Tweety with a 430 combo ties it back up 2-2.
Absolutely, and that is Tweety with beautiful awareness of where he's at. He knew where the life bars are at, where he was in the screen, and he had the resources to kill. If he would have just done the standard Gearus combo there, I think that there would have been another chance. And giving another chance to Terminator, terrifying prospect. But Tweety, such a talented competitor, he knew where everything was at, and he saw he had a lethal win condition and absolutely capitalizing on it. 43% for that KB as well. Big numbers here from Gearus to bring us to game number 5. We'll see what Shiryu's choices are here. Now, so are we going to see Kung Lao? Yes, it's Kung Lao, the anchor. This is the character that Shiryu relies on to get the job done when nobody else can do it. And so far hasn't failed him yet this week. We'll find out if it can also put down Tweety. One game left. Also want to give a thanks to Big Boss BRR for coming through with the follow. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series as we see if Tweety can add another victory to his list, or is Shiryu going to come through with the upset here? Game number 5.
I do like the way Shiryu, even though I would have picked Kung Lao from the start, has kind of mixed up his gameplay, because once Tweety, just like it was said in the chat, once Tweety figures you out, it's over. So keep them guessing. Keep these things different. Keep them coming. It's been a nice game plan. It's worked so far, but it all comes down to this last game. Let's see how good that Kung Lao is versus Tweety's Gearus. Just like that, Buzzsaw opens him up.
He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job of using the air mobility that Kung Lao has to keep himself above the quicksand. I think ultimately quicksand is such a crazy tool and check for Gearus that if you have a character that has mobility options or offensive options from the air that can also avoid quicksand, very powerful in this matchup. Here's a KB coming out, not to be outdone from the one that Tweety just did. And Tweety! Oh no! Double oh no! What the fuck just happened? He did the armor break and it didn't work. Dude, I cannot believe that nonsense happens, and I've seen it happen too many times. But Tweety took a big risk there. He went for just the raw knee into the sand choke to try to get a combo started, and the block button was being held, so very careful here. Shirai Ryu now on set point. He's going to cash out some damage with this one. KB already spent, but 35% is not bad at all. He blocked that standing. He was standing up to block that. What the fuck was that? Did you see that? Was he standing on your screen too, Vort, or am I just high?
Yes, he was standing on my screen too. But
Chat,
you still might be high.
That's true. That is true. That is true.
There we go.
Fair
right
point.
back. Buzzsaw knocks him out. Tweety's got an answer here. Throws him into the pit. This is going to be some good damage for him. Oh, he falls out. This next exchange is going to mean a lot. Doesn't give him the option to fire back. Goes instantly for a throw. Slaps him back in the corner.
Oh, the low poke! Kung Lao, you madman.
Oh, he opened him up. Tweety got him in the corner. This is going to be it. And just like that, Tweety keeps himself alive. We're down to the last match of the last round. Here we go.
Dude, Shirai Ryu had the read. He got the armor break, and it didn't connect. Dude, there's going to be an angry worded email to Paolo after this.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go right back. Here comes the Buzzsaw hat. Catches Tweety
Beautiful
again, but that knee that pays off so many dividends. Catches him. Wasn't able to get much out of it. Oh, there's that sand trap. Gotta watch your toes, Dream.
Careful. Goes for the mix. Oh, possessed hat. The second one will be blocked. Tweety not going to fall for that. Looks for another buzzsaw. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh, wow. That was weird. I don't think I've seen that interaction before.
Oh, pokes under the short hop.
Watch out for fatal blow now.
Tweety making space. Seeing if he can catch him. There he goes. Gotta watch your toes. You're going against the Sand King.
That was a fuck up on his inputs there. Honestly, he threw a random hat. Or standing jab. I don't think he wanted to. Tweety comes off the cooldown for that fatal blow. It will be back here momentarily. Shirai Ryu needs to be careful. You get too close, that vacuum is going to suck you right in. 30 seconds left as well. He tried it again.
Oh! He goes into the net. He rolls. Good roll. Good roll. Goes for the sand trap. Buzzsaw hat gets jumped over.
Fatal blow's about to come back again.
Second.
He's got to jump these hats. He can't afford it. Oh, why didn't that work?
I don't know.
Oh, the weird hats!
Out. It hits.
He can't afford to throw more shit.
Oh, it was right there. Sand trap before a hat hit.
He can't afford to throw things. Throwing stuff got him caught. I gotta say though, Shirai Ryu had the fucking armor break in round 2. He had the fucking armor break in round 2, and the dive kick went somehow past Gearus' tiny little hitbox as well. That was an insane set though. Beautiful showing, and look, I gotta say, Tweety is still the favorite here on this, but Shirai Ryu definitely had everybody questioning that for a moment there. That got real dicey, and Tweety's not out of it yet. He's got a good position now, winner side grand finals, but if Shirai Ryu gets the run back, that could get crazy. Or Tweety's download will be complete, and it's going to be very, very different. But that was an incredible set, really thrilling to watch, and we are not done yet. Let's hop back to our bracket here, pop those scores in, and get ready for our losers semifinals, where we've got Sad Boy Murda versus Kusanagi. So Sad Boy Murda versus Kusanagi going to be coming up next. And then we'll go into our losers finals and grand finals to close out the night. Tweety is, of course, going to be moving into the grand finals, though. Congratulations to him. Shirai Ryu will be doing a little gatekeeping in the losers bracket here. And we're going to get Sad Boy and Kusanagi.
Mr. Tweety, if you don't mind, sir, please black out of the lobby.
Lingerer!
Lingerer! I understand. I'd be popped up after a match like that, too. All right, as we're working on the next two guys, trying to get them here into the lobby, Mr. Tweety out. There he goes. Thank you very much, sir. We're going to move on, and what a set, Dream. What a great match. Sad Boy Murda really threw all to the wind to try to see if he can squeeze versus Tweety, and that came down to the last hit.
Yeah, Shirai Ryu definitely showing some incredible talent with not just his Lao. His Lao really seemed to push the envelope there. That final round was so insanely close. But even his Terminator was coming out swinging, getting some damage done. His Cabal drew first blood, took that first game for him. Like, really, really good character picks and play from Shirai Ryu Payne. And we'll see, perhaps if he does get the run back, maybe he was testing the waters with those three, and we'll see all out from them. Or perhaps part of the strategy is that he likes to keep his opponent guessing, keep them on the back foot, never give them the same character twice in a row.
And that very well might be a strategy. Always don't let them know how you're going to play if you play different ways with different characters. But still, very good match. Here we go, though. Sad Boy Murda and Kusanagi are both here in the lobby. We're looking at a Scorpion and Jackie throwdown coming your way. Brought to you by Dream Eater and the Nightmare series.
Only one of these players is going to make it out alive. Winner, of course, gets to face off against Shirai Ryu Payne in our losers finals. 4th place up for grabs here, or I guess 3rd place technically. 4th place goes to the loser, so going to be a stack of points coming home with whoever falls here, but they will be nonetheless hitting the spectator seats and sitting back as we close it out. So Kusanagi and Sandboy, no surprise here in the character selection as well. Sandboy tried and true with that Scorpion, and Kusanagi has been having really good runs lately with Jackie. We were talking about it earlier. Was the Devora main earlier on. The character just was too much of an uphill struggle, and he decided, I like winning, so I'm going to play a character that does that very, very easily. And easy maybe is the wrong word for it, but makes that happen much more frequently, and Kusanagi's got the execution to make it happen too. So, yeah, easier is probably the better way to word it, because you know, just this character is such a ball hog. She's always in your face. She's always taking her turn, and it's very difficult to kind of steal it away from her. So we'll see if Sad Boy can do it. I think he is playing one of the other really patient kind of characters. So, well, I guess it's a little different, right? So Jackie is a ball hog and controls the pace by just being on top of you and never letting you move. And Scorpion controls the pace by being able to always evade what you're doing and get in whenever he wants. So he can kind of come and go at will. So it'll be interesting to see how these two styles clash. Is Kusanagi going to be able to stay on top of Sad Boy, or is Sad Boy going to be able to get that room he needs to react and respond accordingly to Kusanagi's aggression?
Again, in boxing terms, this is a puncher versus a counter puncher. And you're always welcome to see that happen, because it plays into both characters. Both characters, one of them being punch crazy and the other one being patient. You're wanting to see which one of them can come out on top. I will say, so far, Sad Boy Murda's defense has been great. As soon as I say that, he gets opened up, goes for the teleport, gets blown up, and opens up with a thing of his own. Here comes the spear. This could be big damage, probably be to death. There he goes. Sad Boy Murda takes the first round.
Very nicely done. Able to close out that first health bar here. See if he can continue the trend, or is Kusanagi going to answer back here in round 2? Finds a moment to get that burning spear buff up, which that burning spear buff is really, really good. I think it's maybe overlooked because it doesn't have a great attack in its own activation. It just kind of complements other moves, but the ability for Scorpion players to crank out mid-40s with that damage with the buff is insane. We might even get a chance to see it right here. Double spear combos for 41%. And we saw earlier Sad Boy cranking out like a 45% combo. No KBs required, just that burning spear doing the extra damage.
2 bars.
Yep,
yeah,
2 bars.
2 bars and burning spear, and you got yourself almost half their life bar. I'll take that every day. Here we go. Kusanagi firing right back, though. Got Scorpion on fire with a fatal blow. Obviously, this won't kill, but it will put him a lot closer in the health bar range.
Yeah, and this feels like a move from Kusanagi just to stabilize. He has a really big life deficit to make up for, so he just wants to make it far less daunting and wanted to maybe reset neutral, get back in control. But Sad Boy able to maintain the composure. The short hop will actually hit, and that is going to be Sad Boy Murda on the board first here. He will take game number 1.
He takes game number 1 just like that. Patience paid off at that time. Let's see what changes Kusanagi can make with his game plan. I don't think he needs to make a change of character by any means, but just of how he's approaching the match. Because absolutely every stray miss hit that he did, Sad Boy jumped on top of it and pushed out some big damage.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Going into round 2, Sad Boy Murda's already got his character gone. You know where he's going to go. Kusanagi taking a moment to think about it. Trying to think about how his game plan is going to stack up for this next match. How he can turn the pacing around into his favor rather than Scorpion's. And I stress this with all characters. When you're playing a match like that and you need a moment to think, you got 60 seconds once you hit the character select. Go ahead and take it all and kind of get mentally right in your head and decide how you're going to tackle this next match. It goes on through, though.
I think it's a good idea to take that time to maybe evaluate, like, okay, why did I lose? Oh, is it because maybe I was doing this unsafe thing too many times, or I got caught doing this, or I dropped this. Like, maybe assess what happened and then come up with a game plan for how you're going to prevent that from happening in the future. And that little extra 60 seconds on the character select screen sometimes is a great spot to sort of quickly evaluate what went wrong and how you're going to approach things differently. And it can be better than just running headlong into it. Now, sometimes you want to keep the momentum and just get right back in there, so there's nothing wrong with rapidly picking your character, but the other side of that coin is totally viable as well. Take your time if you need it.
Absolutely. Going right back. Going to throw. Got him about even F bars. Little poke. Into a throw again. If you're going to sit on that block button, I'm going to make you pay for it, Sad Boy says. Does cancel.
Ooh, wow.
Jackie tries to cover the screen.
I actually thought that he was going to get the punish on that burning spear, but Sad Boy able to block in time. But just Kusanagi is just never letting you move afterward. Right? He blocked the initial onslaught, but then Kusanagi's turn doesn't stop, and eventually able to find the hits. Ooh, the plasma, that was tough to find a way out of. Sad Boy was trying to get through. In fact, maybe a KB could have done it if he would have hit that 434 KB, because the KBs delete the fire on the ground, which would have maybe given him the little extra room he needed, but Kusanagi is going to secure his first round victory here.
Absolutely. Sad Boy trying to pace him out, trying to get him to make a mistake so he can capitalize. But instead, we go into a full combo while you're on fire from Jackie. Here we go.
She does 38% for 2 bars. Yes, for 2 bars, but it's 33 before you can even block or some shit. Like, that feels unnecessary.
Here we go. Going right back, but he drops out of the combo. Throws fire on the ground.
What?
Oh, nice attack, but it missed. That Jackie hitbox. Ducks a throw, comes right back at, wasn't able to open it up, and Jackie comes right back with a crushing blow. Fire's gonna be gone from the ground, but the damage has been done. Nice tech throw.
Oh, he's dead. He's gonna fucking die in the fire, dude. I cannot believe that just fucking happened. What an insane play. Eat the throw because they'll die standing in the fire. What a crazy move from Kusanagi.
What a smart move. He knew that even if he got the hit or got a throw, he was going to take burning damage that's liable to kill him. Very smart play by Kusanagi. All right, now it's Sad Boy Murda's turn to decide what he needs to change up in his game plan to go against this Kusanagi. Kusanagi was really able to open him up that time, Dream, and get a lot more damage on the board. Sad Boy Murda wasn't able to nearly go for his game plan as much as he was the previous round.
Yeah, that definitely shows Kusanagi coming up with some answers here on the fly. So we'll see what Sad Boy's response is. You know, obviously a mark of these players even making it this far into the bracket is because they are talented enough to be able to, you know, adapt on the fly, quickly address issues that come up, and be able to come up with answers very quickly. So we'll see if Sad Boy can tap into some more of that here, because he's going to need to if he's going to change the way that went down, because Kusanagi was looking dominant in Game 2.
Dominant. Let's see what changes Sad Boy Murda can make. Oh, goes right for the attack. That's a change right there.
Right.
Gets dropped out of the combo. Into a throw. Keep the pressure on, he says.
And no breakaway available here for Kusanagi either, right? So this follow-up damage is A, not going to be contested, and B, not going to have access to her own really offensive pressure as well, right? That no close leap, so when she's leaping, you're free to go.
Yep, absolutely. There you go. Catch him on fire. Double fire blast from the sky. Takes the throw. Nice job, but into a combo. Why he's on fire? This is going to hurt. 270. Oh, dropped out of it. That's all right. Goes for the throw instead while he's keeping him on plus frames.
I think that he honestly dropped that combo on purpose. I think that was an intentional drop there for Sad Boy to just keep his turn going and keep Kusanagi guessing. Sad Boy able to secure that round with that strategy there, so nicely done. And also, when you don't end the combo, you don't knock him down, you don't have to worry about breakaway. No rolls, no get-up attacks, none of that shit.
Absolutely. He challenged Jackie in the air and won that time, but then Jackie was able to fire right back. Opens him up at the end of the combo.
And a restand from the Burning Spear buff as well, still trying to avoid the get-up game. I think Mortal Kombat's get-up system in this particular iteration of the game, there are more wake-up options than ever. So restanding your opponent and ignoring it completely is not a bad idea.
There he goes, jump in the air. It's an empty jump. Got a poke out of it. Burning Spear right in the face.
Punish. There we go. Kusunagi's going to have to pay for this one. No defensive meter. Oh, no! The drop!
The drop, and he's going to get fire blasted right for it. It means big damage.
Okay. Plus frames, not your turn yet. Oh, the 9-frame mid after, and he just keeps it going with the little reset there. Kusanagi on the board. Sad Boy, he had it. That was a big damage combo that stray spear cost him.
Yeah, absolutely. Firing right back, Kusanagi, trying to keep his momentum. Great defense so far, but as soon as I say they get the last couple of hits, here comes some more, though, to add some damage to the fire. This would be good damage for him. 326, while still on fire. He fires right back, though. Could be some good damage in return, but he jumps out of the combo. Armor breaks out. There we go. Into a throw. Keep him in the corner. Keep him guessing. Burning Spear back up. Gets blasted out of the fire. Has to armor break out.
Alright, this is the opening he needs. There's no breakaway to stop this double spear combo while under the Searing Rage buff. One more opening into Fatal Blow from either player is going to close this one out here, Mr. Vort.
Absolutely. Here we go. Kusanagi firing into the Fatal Blow. He takes the match just like that.
That is what the kill condition was for both players. Next hit was going to do it, and Kusanagi absolutely ready when that hit came to activate the lethal Fatal Blow to close it out. So Kusanagi now with the lead, one game away from taking on Shirai Payne FZ in our losers finals. Or instead, will it be Sad Boy if he can get the next two? Who knows? We're about to find out, though.
Sad Boy's got to kind of think about his game plan once again. Really good set by both the characters right there. Could have went either way, but in the end, Kusanagi, with a big brain, comes out on top. Let's see what Sad Boy can do to answer back. It would not surprise me at all if we go down to another Game 5 last round situation for this. Sad Boy already knows what he's going to do. Kusanagi taking some time to think about his preparation. Picks his Jackie. We're going to the Lost Hive of Kaya 10. Probably my least favorite map in the whole game to play on.
All right, game number 4.
Go right back. Let's see if Kusanagi can stay on top and go ahead and take this win, or Sad Boy can make him steal that momentum and come back to a Game 5. Nice throw by Kusanagi. Oh, get up and attack right back. Tries to throw, but it's tech. Tries to go for a combo, but gets blown up. Has to combo break out of it. Burning Spear is active. Oh, caught him with that last bit. Didn't catch him with the first bit. Still begins to do good damage. Forces him to combo break out of it. Into a throw. Kusanagi trying to keep the pressure on. Misses his throw. Gets ducked. Oh, drops out there. Kusanagi got lucky. Didn't have to take the whole thing. Kusanagi comes up swinging. Catches him with a crushing blow. This is going to be some big damage here. It's going to be enough to kill. No, almost. Sad Boy Murda looking. Oh, goes for the teleport, but gets blown out from the amplification.
Oh, Kusanagi now set point here. One round away from putting an end to Scorpion's run here in the Nightmare Series week number 4. Basically just a halfway point, though. It's an 8-week series, so still plenty of time to get signed up if you want to play in weeks 5, 6, 7, and of course the LCQ as well. So if you don't have enough points, still a chance to make it through via the LCQ. Lots of opportunity here for our players in the Nightmare Series. And Kusanagi going to close it out. And did I miss a curse? I didn't cast the curse. It doesn't count. You're not allowed to tell anybody what you did here. Kusanagi, if you tell people you flawless victoried, I'm going to report you to the authorities. Okay? It doesn't count. I wasn't paying attention. Fuck off.
There we go. Kusanagi and Sad Boy Murda throwing it down for you. Kusanagi coming out on top. This Jackie seems hard to beat right now. He's going to move on. Sad Boy Murda takes what, 4th? So yes. Good job by him this week. Nice set of points for you.
So let's go back to our bracket. Pop that score in. Kusanagi, if you could be so kind as to stay in the lobby. We're going to grab Shirai Payne FZ for our losers finals set here in just a moment.
Absolutely. We're going down to the losers final. See who gets to try to take on Tweety in the grand final. See if they can go ahead and upset Tweety. They're going to have to win 2 matches against him, though. But regardless, the first match they got to look out for is for each other. So Kusanagi versus Ryu Payne. Ryu Payne has been on a streak, and so is Kusanagi. So it's going to be really good to see these 2 momentums bust head-to-head to see who comes out on top.
All right, so invites have been sent. Just waiting on our competitors to rejoin the lobby here. And And we'll get underway with our losers final set. Tweety, of course, waiting in the wings to fight the winner of this and waiting in a comfortable position. He's on the winner's side of Grand Finals, means he's going to have to fall 6 times, and it has been tough toppling him at all.
Absolutely. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, but these characters sure want a shot. I would say sure Ryu wants another shot at Tweety, seeing if he can turn this thing around. Ryu Payne's here. Kusanagi did back out. Did you give him another invite, sir?
Yes, I did go ahead and send Kusanagi a second invite since I noticed that they left. We do have Shiraiya here, though, so half of the equation is ready. Present and accounted for.
Shiryu's back.
And I think Kusanagi's back as well, so we are ready to go here. Let's go. Hop right into the action. Losers finals. Let's go.
All right. Come back, Kusanagi. Your plate's still full, sir. We got another banquet set in front of you. Let's see if you can come out on top of this one. We got 2 skilled players. Losers finals, boys and girls. Really throwing it out. These are top 2 and 3 at the moment that's sitting on our board. Shiraiya instantly goes for Terminator. He's like, all right, bring your Jackie. I got a T-800 ready for him. This is how this works out now. As unless you're new here, Shiryu's been playing around with several characters. We've seen Gas Blast Cabal. We've seen the T-800. We've seen all kinds of characters coming from him so far. Always to fall back on that Kung Lao. Excellent Kung Lao he has. Following the same pattern, he's going to try to do it again. T-800 versus Jackie Briggs. One with a bionic bounce and one that's all about bionics. Let's see how this goes for him.
All right, here we go. Game number 1. And, of course, those of you guys that are maybe coming in late, all of this action is also archived on my YouTube channel. We put all of the matches up on the YouTube so you guys can watch them. If you guys missed any of the action, you want to go back. Or, hey, if you're doing good and you want to show your friends, the YouTube links are all there. And as an added bonus for the prize pool this season, I'm putting $1 into the prize pool for every sub that I get. So every single sub that comes through the YouTube is an extra $1 for the prize pool as well. So would really appreciate it if you guys want to go through and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Would really help out with things here. And here's the deal too. I don't care if you watch the videos. I genuinely don't need you guys to watch the videos. I just need the algorithm to know that you are interested in them. So if you, as I'm sure many of you likely watch YouTube or MK stuff on YouTube, if you subscribe to my stuff, the algorithm will be like, oh, this guy that likes YouTube likes this channel. Maybe we'll show this channel to other people that like MK. So I'm not asking you guys to sit in front and rewatch tournaments, but a sub would go a long way. So would really appreciate if you guys want to push the button.
Absolutely. And unlike Twitch, those subs are free. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, and the algorithms do the rest. But on that first round right there, Kusanagi coming out on top of the T-800. But as soon as I say that, here comes a running man, amplified with a kick to the groin. Let's see if he can handle the mechanical mix.
Ooh. Also want to give a big thanks to Kanetcha for the follow, and the last joke coming through with the YouTube sub as well. Thank you very much. The bot sometimes picks those up, but a lot of the YouTube subs don't come through on the Streamlabsing. I don't really mind, but I genuinely appreciate that last joke. Thank you so much. And that really will go a long way to not only helping the YouTube channel grow and the whole channel grow as a whole, but also helping these competitors get some stacks of cash in their pockets as well. Kusanagi now on the offensive, looking to close out this health bar. Can it be done? No KB, but the fire keeps on burning, and Kusanagi takes game 1.
I will say, with that Terminator pick, Shiraiya, you always see him in the game, but Kusanagi seemed to stay one step ahead. I'm not sure if that's the pick to go against this Jackie. As Jackie just shown, unless there's some big changes in game plan, Jackie's got the T-800 well scouted. Thank you very much for subbing to Dreams YouTube. Again, it's free for you, and it's a way that you can put $1 in the pockets for everybody that plays in our season finale this year. Really goes a long way to support Dream, and it supports the competitors of these matches. All right, just to spite me, Shiraiya goes right back to T-800 and says, no, I've got this. I can get this Jackie. Let's see what we can get it done. Kusanagi coming right back, facing him down with his... Let's see if he can switch to momentum, though. Shiraiya could take the momentum lead, because right now Kusanagi's got it in spades.
Also, we got Taniqua Wilson and Philip Horst coming through with the YouTube subs as well. Thank you guys so much. And Princess L. Scarlet with the follow. I'm actually starting to regret having the YouTube subs come through because those sound like people's government names. So maybe I won't read those and I'll reevaluate that. Apologies if you didn't want the internet to know, but I appreciate you guys pushing the button and helping out. Maybe we'll stop reading those. Those sound like people's real names.
I will say on my personal YouTube channel, it is my real name. So I understand where that's coming from.
Yeah, same for me. Same for me. It's my real name when I'm like out there commenting snark. So
here we go. Shotgun blast trying to keep her at bay, but Jackie says, no, I got a leap for that. Right back in your face. Hold this pressure. Here comes the mechanical mix, though. Oh, duck the throw into a combo with the shotgun's ending. Jackie says 193. Let me show you how it's done, son.
Fatal blow.
It comes right back. This is going to be big. 311.
Saves the fatal blow here. Good patience from Shirai Ryu. Jumps out, but not able to get behind in time.
All right, trades positions. I don't know if it really matters to her. There she goes. Throws the fire on the ground. He's burning. You got to get out of that.
I can't believe he got out of that.
And with the shotgun.
I am genuinely stunned that he got out. I was certain that he was dead. Shirai Ryu barely finding the right window to not only jump out, but to get the boot to connect and get the damage needed to close out that round. Shirai Ryu answers back here with this T800 pick. Here's the mix. Guess again.
Backbreaker, baby. Here we go. Slam him on the ground. Got to connect a few more for that fatal blow, though. Nice tech throw. Goes for the backbreaker again.
Starting to build it up. Another one. Let's go. Now, that may actually be the crushing blow queued up here from him. That was 3 in a row. I don't know if there were 3 different ones, but he might not even need it here. Crushing blow is going to be a little bit of overkill. Kusanagi needs to keep this momentum going. Open him up again. Uh-oh, you're dead. No!
I don't know how that messed up, but then he came right back and finished off his plate.
Dude, my heart can't handle this. I'm growing old. I'm growing old. I just turned 31 yesterday. You guys can't be doing this to me. Dropping combos and then pretend like what is happening here? I can't handle this.
Let's see when you get a few more years packed on how it does, my friend.
I'm gonna have to watch on a delay in a few more years. I'm gonna have to get like a screener to make sure it doesn't get too crazy so that my old heart can handle it.
Here we go. Shirai Ryu coming right back with his T800 saying, no, you can't handle this. Let's see what Kusanagi's game plan is, though. I expect him to go right back to Jackie. But he's got 60 seconds to think about his game plan, how he wants to change it, what maybe he did wrong.
I don't know why, but broad combat auto-correcting Jaja with just more Jaja is funny to me.
All right, Kusanagi's had enough time to think about it, he thinks. Goes back to Jackie. Ready to throw down. You're still in your first mini-boss, though, with Shirai Ryu. Even if you win here, you got to face the main boss.
Yeah, Tweety, a very fierce competitor. Although, I mean, Shirai Ryu has the, maybe the best sort of resume to do it. I mean, he really did test Tweety. Granted, the test just got harder now that he's going to have to basically make what didn't happen twice. But we'll see. Shirai Ryu is getting some extra time there out on the field, so maybe he can warm up, find a necessary rhythm here. And, of course, Kusanagi getting the same. I don't know if Kusanagi and Tweety have met in the bracket yet. Obviously, we saw Shirai Ryu and Tweety meet, but I don't know if it'll end up being a run back for Kusanagi. So that could be interesting if Kusanagi gets his first shot at Tweety to see if he can maybe slay the dragon.
Absolutely. 3 shotgun blast right there. He runs through the fire, doesn't care about the damage he's taken, runs right back through again.
He's a firewalker here.
Yeah. Here we go, right back. Goes for the air throw. Nobody there but him, though. Here comes Jackie right back, trying to fire. They trade little pokes. Ooh, he tries a neutral jump into the fatal blow. This should be it, Dream.
I think what he was going for was jump back into bear hug. He has the anti-air grab, and I think he may have just missed the input on it. You can get those air grabs to come out very quickly, but the input on them is not necessarily the easiest thing to always get, and occasionally it will kind of like slip through and doesn't come out. So that's what I think he might have been going for, but didn't get the bear hug, so Kusanagi will take the round instead.
Oh, nice poke on the jump. Here we go right back, though. Jackie putting on the pressure, trying to keep it on. He ducks the throw, and it's going to be a little 193 combo, but opens him up for more. Here comes the backbreaker. Amplified, and the throw.
Going for the forward version of that, so check another one off the list, trying to build that KB here, which Speaking of crushing blows, Terminator's command grab crushing blow is one of the most devastating KBs in the game because you can use it to start combos or just extend them. You can start combos with a different KB, extend it with the command grab, and then end it with another one. Like, this character can chunk out damage. Get out of the fire.
Get off that fire.
Oh, no way! The plasma was coming in to kill him, but a quick blast from the shotgun keeps Shirai Ryu in this one.
Just like that, he takes round 2. Down to the last round of this set. Ryu trying to keep him in the corner. This is where Terminator is the most scary, in my opinion, and where he can do the most work and his biggest damage comes from.
Oh my God.
Just like that. Another crushing blow. Another command throw, but he throws him out of the corner.
I think he needs to build that for the KB. That should be the last throw needed for Arnold to have access to that spine-shattering KB that's going to give him huge damage. And if the fatal blow is activated alongside it, we're talking 50%.
50%. That would almost kill right now. Here's shotgun blast, amplified, trying to keep her at bay. Here's some pokes while I'm on fire, though, into a running man. Doesn't have the bar to amplify at the time, but Jackie fires right back. Crushing blows now available for the T-800. She goes for the short hop, goes for the bear hug, and she doesn't jump. And just like that, Kusanagi's back on the winning side.
If Kusanagi had jumped, he was dead. That was absolutely going to be bear hug, convert into fatal blow, kill there. So very smart of Kusanagi to stay grounded, and he will secure game number 3. These matches are so close, though. You can see Kusanagi like making the big brain plays of throwing down the plasma, and you can also see Shirai Ryu just like scrambling to avoid it and successfully doing so. Absolutely. He's done a great job of avoiding that fire, but I think that forcing him to think about avoiding the fire is giving Kusanagi that little extra edge to then kind of exploit, while he's panicking to get out of the fire, Kusanagi can then respond to that in kind and deal with it. So Shirai Ryu gonna abandon Terminator, and now it's time for Geras.
I thought for the final boss battle against Shirai Ryu, this is his last pick of this set, he was going to go Kung Lao, but there must be something in that Kung Lao matchup against Jackie that he's not a fan of. So instead, he pulls a book out of Tweety's booklet and goes to full Sand King. He's going, shifting sands, bed of spikes, quicksand. We got the big Geras in the house, the golem with the most. All right, let's see if this change things up.
I think what could be happening here, though, perhaps Shirai Ryu is like giving him a blessing. Like, you're about to face the final boss. Here's a quick refresher on what that might be like.
Oh, just like that. Tech the throw. Body splash. Opens him up. Not for a combo, though. Jackie's coming right back. He tries to poke her out, but she gets the end of that combo. Short hop from Geras. Goes for the body splash. Gets blocked. She comes right back.
That's big.
There he is.
Here's the opening. Now, will the breakaway come out? Kusanagi doesn't want to see that damage go any further, so he will spend the defensive meter.
Oh, nice duck there, too, Dream.
All right. Going to go for the out of corner combo, and that was enough to kill the Jackie health, costing her big time as Shirai Ryu answers back with the Geras pick.
There's the Geras pick coming right back.
That was weird looking. More weird looking.
More weird looking, but here you go. You'll take any damage you can get. But he's got Jackie in the corner now, but she fights right back out. Opens up with the first part. Wasn't able to keep it going.
Okay.
There's Jackie firing, trying to get the fire going. Keep it going. Body splash.
All over.
Oh, here's Jackie again. Geras tries the body splash again. Trying to keep her in that corner. Goes for the sand trap. Gets blocked, son.
That is a good punish here from Kusanagi, forcing Shirai Ryu into that fatal blow territory. Now going for these mids, staggering them, not going to find the opening. The breakaway will come out to save the life bar again. Here's a throw. 50% has been breached now on Kusanagi, but the big anti-air uppercut. He'll get the conversion down 1 as well. And that is now going to put Kusanagi on set point here. 1 round away from facing off against Tweety in our grand finals here. But of course, that 1 round, you got to finish it, and Shirai Ryu is not going to make it easy. Here's the KB. 370. It's the final round, so players looking to spend everything they've got left. Beautiful spacing, just shimmying in and out of the range of the get-up attack. Shirai Ryu getting called out. He's got no defensive meter left to work with now. Oh, wait, he does have it back. Whoops. Math is hard. He's got all of his defensive meter back.
Him using quicksand there, trying to keep Jackie on the ground, or at least in one place. Doesn't quite work to his advantage. Jackie firing right back, trying to make up a big health deficit. Here he goes. This will be some big damage here, Dream.
Beautiful flawless block attack here from Shirai Ryu. That's definitely going to start making Kusanagi question it. And this is a big answer as well. He activates the Fatal Blow. Obviously not enough to kill, but this is going to be devastating to Jackie's health bar here. And now basically one more combo from either player is the game.
Fire on the ground, but knocks him out of it. Quicksand's down, trying to keep him in place.
No! He had it! No belief!
He had it!
Oh, he had it.
He had the win and dropped it, and Kusanagi makes him pay for it. Kusanagi takes the round.
Oh, man. SSB Swagster in the chat, you were the chosen one. Indeed. It was right there. It was within his hands, but now his hand is gone. And it
Problem is Jackie had the high ground.
Pretty much. So let's go ahead and say our farewells to Shirai Ryu Payne FC. He will be coming out in 3rd place. Strong finish for him. He's going to get a lot of points for that. And then we are going to go ahead and be inviting Tweety back into the lobby to take on Kusanagi. Now, before we do this, I do want to quickly ask Kusanagi, who sent you to Loser's Bracket? Is this a run back, or are you running into Tweety for the first time here in this week's bracket? Because I think that is interesting information to garner here to see, you know, how did we get to this place? Kusanagi is definitely playing very strong here tonight. So
Absolutely.
If he can keep that momentum, he might be able to provide the challenge here to Shirai Ryu needed, or to Tweety needed to finish the job here. And that would be big. This would be also Kusanagi's first Nightmare Series victory. So there are, while a daunting list of accomplishments here to do, these are big accomplishments he could be capturing here tonight.
Absolutely, but of course the final boss is coming into play right now. The man, the monster, the myth, the legend, Mr. Tweety. And you know that Kusanagi's going to have to be on top of his game here, but he's shown that he can do that. He's shown that he has got the skills to make everybody else at least be sent to home or the loser's bracket, so he's really got the momentum swinging in his way. Let's see how he hands up and goes against Tweety. So we invite Tweety into the match, see if we can get this thing going on.
Yep, invites have been sent. Just waiting on Tweety to join us, and then we'll be hopping into our grand finals here. Once again, I want to thank everybody coming through and watching, everybody that went over and subbed to the YouTube channel. Genuinely appreciate that. And it's been really, really fun getting this series together. And we're only halfway through. This is just week number 4 that we're concluding here tonight. But we still got 4 more weeks of competition, plus a finale to go. So make sure you guys are coming back. Tuesday is going to be the next pools. So those of you guys that want to compete and get in on the action, Tuesday is your day. And then, of course, Saturday we'll be closing out top 8. And that is going to be happening for the next 4 weeks. Yo, what's going on, Recess? Hope you're having a good day. But here we go, grand finals time. Kusanagi gets the chance to pick a character. We also need to quickly identify that Kusanagi has been branded with a loss by putting him in the, get him in the L so we know he's in the lower bracket.
Absolutely. Kusanagi's going to have to win 6 matches here. A tough task against anybody, especially tough against Tweety. The character select is done. It's exactly who we thought was going to be brought to the table. Jackie versus Garrus. Let's see how this thing goes down.
So Kusanagi is going to be going with his character that he's felt the most confident with as of late. I will say this, though. Tweety is going to know how to deal with Jackie. A competitor of Tweety's caliber, he's not only fought Jackie's, he's fought the best. So Kusanagi is not going to necessarily be throwing Tweety off balance here. He's not going to be sending something Tweety's way that Tweety might not be prepared for. But I think what Kusanagi is going to be looking to do is just hope that he can overwhelm him nonetheless. Like, regardless of who you are, Jackie's frame data is all the same, and those frames are powerful. The ability for her to be at -4 at worst, 9 frame mids, they low crush, doing a great job of using them here is Kusanagi, already through 2/3 of that health bar. But I mean, that's the power of Tweety, right? Tweety could right now be using this as a download. He is just evaluating, getting the information, the data necessary to be your undoing as the set progresses.
Absolutely. I've seen Tweety play for a long time, and I will say that he is the master of the download as far as I'm concerned. He'll use his first match or two to learn your play style, learn how you react to certain things, and then jump on board. The big thing for Kusanagi, though, here is to keep that momentum going.
Yes, and I think he also needs to keep himself away from patterns, right? Do not give anything for Tweety to catch onto. If Tweety notices something, he's going to start exploiting it. So you really want to be kind of as vague as possible with your strategy so that Tweety can't really get a lock on what you're going to do, because once that happens, he really will start to dictate things here. Of course,
absolutely.
Kusanagi also does have a long road ahead of him here as well. He's not only got to defeat Tweety in a first to 3, but then he's got to do it again. So Tweety has plenty of time to get this download through, but will he need it? Second round starting to go his way.
And just like that, he just threw up some big damage on that amazing combo he did, but all of a sudden he's in the corner eating a Jackie special. Kusanagi keep this up.
One more hit from Kusanagi. He's got that fatal blow ready, but he needs to find the hit in order to do it. Tweety, is he going to give him the chance? Good blocks on the overhead. The challenge from the mid. The plasma hits!
Oh, there it is!
Don't fuck around, Kusanagi. Yes, Kusanagi is going to take game 1. Look, here's the deal, though. I, for a moment, when I ran into Tweety in the ladder, thought that I might be able to catch him, and he adapts so quickly. So quickly. It's great that Kusanagi got this first game. 1 down, 5 to go. But Tweety is still a very dangerous competitor here to be up against.
Absolutely. Take your time. Think about what you've done.
Oh.
How you might even change things on the winning side to keep him kind of guessing. Because otherwise, like you said, once Tweety's got the download, it's over.
I will send you. I'm going to send you something real quick, Cleve, to do that. Thank you. I totally forgot. I'm going to send you something in Discord, an image of the bracket, so you can put it in there.
All right, Kusanagi with that first win. You know, that's got to keep the momentum going. That really puts a little stagger in your step to thinking that you can really compete with this guy. So Kusanagi's doing a great job. Just keep it going, minimize mistakes, and keep your game plan kind of mixed up so he doesn't get the download on you. But Tweety is a monster among men. He's been here with the very best in the world, and he's came out on top. So let's see which way he's going to go, if he's downloaded enough information already to make this a losing situation for Kusanagi. It's hard to upplay either one of these characters and really hard to downplay either one of them. Kusanagi's shown that he can hang with the best on the Xbox side, as he's came in second so far in this series and got a win over Tweety, but it is impossible to overlook what Tweety's done on the scene.
Alright, Cleve, I sent you a picture of the bracket. Thank you so much. I totally forgot. I really appreciate that. Shout outs to the mods coming through and helping out, making sure everything runs in the back end as well, and we can have a good showing here for everybody. Kusanagi's off to another good start. Okay, spoke too soon. Time for Tweety to do some damage as well.
Wave 7 is a nice combo break. There's a short hop knee right to her face. Does it again. Tries to keep her pinned to the combo. There's a short poke into the throw. Going to throw her right back into that corner. Not going to try to let her out. Going to keep the pressure on, because if you're keeping the pressure on her, she can't take her turn. But just as I said that, she jumps out, takes a turn of her own. Tweety going with the knee, but didn't believe in it. No further combo, but it was a neutral jump into the combo. Here we go. Oh, and she drops out of it. Goes for the splash into the throw. Is that going to be enough? It is. Tweety takes the first round.
Oh, yes. More than enough for Tweety to start to turn things around here. Kusanagi had a good start, but Tweety very quickly stabilizing here. And the longer this set goes, and it has to go long for Kusanagi to win, it feels like the more powerful Tweety's going to get.
Right there, there's the throw. Go out of the corner. Probably not what she expected, but there's a sand trap. Going to push her right back that way. Goes for the poke to keep her balking.
Why did that whiff? What the fuck?
I don't know what happened there. Weird spacing, but into the sand trap. Tweety's now in the corner. He's going to take some damage, dropping out of that combo. He doesn't want to take the full thing, but gets caught again. Here we go. Kusanagi's got tables turned, but as soon as I say that, Tweety throws her across the board. This will be it. Big uppercut, and Tweety takes the round back just like that. It's now 1-1. That's kind of exactly what we were talking about, Dream. Tweety really made a download of his play style and was able to answer back for the most part. Kusanagi still put up a really good fight. He just needs to change up a few things, I believe, to get right back in it. Let's see how Kusanagi now adapts once he's seen how Garrus is going to play with Tweety behind the wheel. See if he can take that momentum back and put another one on the board. Because like you said, we still got 5 to go if he wants to win.
I think one of the big plans that you want to have for Tweety is to get as much of an early lead as you can from him, because there is a certain point where his skill is going to start allowing him to catch up. You know, a player of Tweety's caliber is never to be underestimated. And not that I think Kusanagi is even remotely doing that, but like, you really want to be able to maintain that early victory, that early lead, because if Tweety starts gaining some momentum, it's going to be real difficult to find your way out of that. Kusanagi, though, looking to put up a strong fight here. I mean, look, he's already taken a game, that first game. That is important, and I think what he's going to also want to do is maintain that confidence. Keep thinking about that. Remind yourself, hey, I did this. If I've done it once, I can make it happen again, and just look to see if you can reenact that game plan to get that victory here. I think it was really important, though, for Kusanagi to establish himself on the board. This would be a very different story if it was 2-0 for Tweety, but Kusanagi definitely has some confidence to work with, because he's already proven that he's got what it takes to take this guy out if he slips up.
All right, trying to back him into the corner. Tweety's happy to oblige, allows himself to be walked back. Now he's trying to fight his way out. Great defense by Kusanagi so far. Yes. Opens him up in return, but jumps over him.
That is an unfortunate drop, and against a player like Tweety, every single time you let him out of a combo, it is huge advantage for him. Here's the throw from Tweety. Tweety is right now just outside of 50% health, so halfway along the road, but it looks like Tweety is going to push his opponent past 50% first here.
It's going to be a big combo, Dream, about 315, 320. Here he goes, nice uppercut right back. Body splash, doesn't buy anything. Allows him to jump over. Catches him with that. This is liable to be it.
Yeah, if he doesn't break. Oh, he tried for the breakaway. I think Gears' breakaway is whack. Does not end up working, but I don't think he's going to need it here, because the throw is going to do the necessary damage, and Tweety now looking to pull away. He's got a lead. If he can get another round on the board, he will have a significant lead over Kusanagi, who still needs 5 games to go. Tweety, on the other hand, if he can win these next 2, it is done. 365 for that. Only 1 bar spent as well. Gears able to really churn out some huge numbers. Beautiful flawless block. Tweety now starting to adapt to Kusanagi's offense even. I feel like when people start flawless blocking your offense, that can be really, really rattling. When you no longer feel confident in your ability to push buttons and now attack your opponent, and you're already worried about when they're attacking you, that can start to be really rough. Tweety just barely not securing that flawless victory as well. Kusanagi needs to make an adjustment here, because he's got a lot of health to shave off if he wants to be our champion.
Absolutely, and Tweety's not no normal competitor. We're not just sitting here gobbling down, thinking that he's the greatest of all time. But Tweety's actual exploits, if you look at what he's done, shows he is one of the greatest of all time. So to match up with a character that has that much experience and that much skill, you really got to throw him off his game. It was a really good job of the first game Kusanagi did, and I think he can do it again, but he needs to make some changes in his play style to be able to open Tweety up.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely not out of the woods yet. Here we go. Potential final game as Tweety locks in with Gears. Kusanagi considering things here, taking a little moment on the character select screen, adjusting or sort of evaluating what went wrong in that last game. What changes do I need to make? How can I shift my offense so that it's not as predictable? And we'll see what he does as we move into the final game. Still just thinking it over. I do suspect that we will continue to see Jackie, though. Maybe he's going to decide to throw caution to the wind and just go with his character that he plays out of love for the character as opposed to tier list. But looks like he's still looking for the win, so it is going to be Jackie Briggs making her potential final appearance here. Now, one thing to note is that if Kusanagi wins this, he will be locked in with Jackie. But if Kusanagi can reset the bracket, both players are allowed to switch characters after a bracket reset. The only time that can happen is in a bracket reset, typically not allowed to switch, but Kusanagi could theoretically move away from Jackie, but I don't think that's going to happen. He's gotten so much good runs with his Jackie as of late. I think it's Jackie all the way for him here on this one.
Yeah, honestly,
beautiful start.
Great start. I believe Kusanagi understands that Jackie has the tools that best give him the chance of winning this match. And I do not fault him for that at all. That's exactly what he needs, especially going against such a high-tier character. Here we go. They're battling back and forth. Nice throw by Kusanagi. Get him in the middle of the screen. Going to try to push him towards that corner a little bit. Here comes Tweety right back. Big throw of his own. Get time shifted. There he goes. Goes for the low, and the overhead doesn't connect. Here comes Jackie right back.
Now,
Going for the big jump in.
Outside of 50%. He is now in that 50% threshold, but as soon as Kusanagi can breach that 50%, it feels like Tweety just way outdoes it. You can see the damage difference here, and Tweety will kill off of this combo here. So Tweety now on tournament point, 1 round away from claiming not only a victory here in the Nightmare Series today, but he's also coming off of a victory in the Xbox ladder. So he won a fat $1,000. I think it was $1,000. I might be wrong, might be misquoted, but a bunch of money from the Xbox tournament, and he's looking to add to his list of accomplishments here today with a Nightmare Series victory to boot. Will he be able to do it?
Tweety fires right back. Here she goes, Jackie coming in, and Tweety just calmly pokes her out of the air.
That starts to make me feel like Tweety is starting to catch on, right? Like his ability to just anti-air jab that leap, he knows what Kusanagi's up to now.
Yeah, I think he's had it, already. He's just showing that he's got it down pat. Here comes Kusanagi to the right back. Tweety trying to jump out of that fire, not to take any damage. He doesn't need to. Tweety backing up, waiting for Kusanagi to make a move. Goes for the jump into a sand trap, though. Throws him down on the ground.
Jump kick OS right there. You can guarantee that it'll be a quicksand on hit and nothing on block. And Tweety is going to close it out. No brutality. Tweety, give me your account information, and I will unlock the brutalities for you. I promise. Please, please. Let me help you. Help me help you.
But it goes with the classic sand brutality from Garrus. The Sand King comes out victorious. Good job to Kusanagi for making this and taking second place. But the monster among men, Tweety goes and takes the whole tournament for this week.
Very nicely done. Tweety going to get a fat stack of points on that one. 250 going his way. Let's take one final look at our bracket while we pop those scores in. And of course, put the proper name in the champion position here. 3 points over to Tweety. 1 point for Kusanagi. Put up a good fight. But in the end, it is CGL's very own Tweety bringing home the victory. You guys don't get your clan tags in the earlier part. It's too long, but I don't have a score to put on this one. So Tweety is our champion. Congratulations to